What's up, everybody? It's the boy Impulse back at it again with the new video. When you guys watching this video, remember, drink some water. So the Subaru STI and the WRX are one of the greatest Japanese cars.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
You know, it's with its potentially powerful turbocharged boxer engine and it being all-wheel drive, it's pretty well loved and pretty versatile for whatever you want. WRX really didn't get started until it started winning World Rally Championships, and let me tell you what, once that started happening, these things started selling like fucking hotcakes, bro. So what's the history of the WRX? You want to find out? So the original WRX came in 1992 as a Subaru Impreza, and it was like I said, it was the first time to get the name WRX. And shit, let me tell you what, this thing was an absolute fucking rally beast, bro.
The new Subaru is obviously right on the pace from the word go.
So because the boxer engine has a lower height compared to its standard inline four-cylinder, the vehicle center of gravity was lowered, so body roll wasn't as bad, and yeah, it was super low, so the weight distribution was fantastic. So in 1994, Subaru unveiled the first generation of the legendary 555 Impreza rally car that they used in the World Rally Car Championship, and several improvements were made to the vehicle's engine, the transmission, and suspension. This was the STI, and it was chef's kiss, bro. The drivetrain was improved with forged pistons and a new intercooler, carbon fiber stroke bars, and a whole bunch of other fancy things just to make it that much better. And it just made the WRX that much fucking better that everyone was just like, damn, what is this beast? So the STI was almost an instant success. Its first two World Rally Championships came in 95 and 96, and that was because of Colin McRae. And the company went on to won both titles in 97. And Subaru released a bunch of variations of the STI, but the most famous and sought after was the 22B STI. Let me tell you, this thing is fucking, I don't even know how to say it, bro. It's one of the most gorgeous cars of all time. So the second generation of the Subaru Impreza WRX was kind of goofy looking, but it eventually grew on people. This is what we call the bug eye. You know, the ones that look like these things right here. Personally, I think those things are gorgeous, but yeah, it was pretty nice.
Nice.
So the second generation of WRXs got two updates. One in 2003, and it was called the Blob Eye, which is my personal favorite. And the second and final design of these cars was the 2005 Hawkeye, which in a lot of people's minds, the Hawkeye was the best version of this generation of WRX. And of course, the variants of the Impreza, which were the WRX and the STI, were still hardcore rally cars in its heart. They just were street legal. So in 2002, the Americans, aka me, myself, and everybody in the States,
I ain't afraid of no fire!
got the WRX, which was the bug eye. And the first STI we got was in 2004, aka the Blob Eye. We finally got them after fucking like 10 years of them being out on the market in Japan.
Finally! I've been trying to catch you!
Why don't we ever get cool cars, man? And of course, the STI was the top of the line model, boasting a turbocharged boxer engine good for about 300 horsepower or so. So yeah, and the transmission, the 6-speed, was phenomenal. One of the best transmissions Subaru ever came out with. And during the motorsports season, they took home the World Rally Championship again in 2001 and 2003. So in 2007, the third generation WRX and STI were born. So in this generation, the WRX was making 265 horsepower, and in 2008, the WRX STI was initially offered in a hatchback, and that later changed in 2011, so you could get it in sedan as well. But let me tell you, them hatchbacks way better looking than the sedans. So the Impreza's got an update in 2011 and it was replaced by a new chassis in 2012. So that meant the WRX and STI were still being sold in the old chassis, even though the new Impreza had a new chassis, and it was in this chassis till 2014. And after 2014, the Impreza and WRX broke up. They said, nah, not no more, I don't want to do this with you no more, and the WRX became its own chassis after that.
Oh, I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
So in 2015 was the 4th generation STI, aka the Raptor I. And that's when, like I said earlier, that's when they dropped the name Impreza, and the WRX was still an Impreza, kind of, but it was mostly its own chassis. And the design was slightly different, but if you looked at them with squinted eyes, you can kind of get confused. But the biggest change in 2015 was that the new WRX had abandoned its EJ and chosen a new FA DIT 2.0. And let me tell you, this little thing was quick because of that twin scroll turbo, and I have one, and you don't feel any turbo lag like you do on the older ones or on the EJ platform. This WRX came with a 6-speed manual option or a CVT, which is kind of gross.
When I was in 7th grade, I was the fat kid in my class.
Ew.
But the STI basically remained unchanged. It was still the same car from 20 years ago. It just got bigger. That's all it did. I mean, it's a tried true classic that it's gonna blow up. But like, fuck it. So in 2017 or 18, there was an update to the Boxer, and it became, on the STIs, it was still the EJ, but it was just the Type RA block, so it can handle a little bit more power reliably. And they also upgraded the wheel brakes, or the brakes, sorry, and the wheel sizes, so it got a little bit bigger and beefier, so it could have better stopping power and have better stoppage of brake fade. And just a couple like minor detailed changes, like the front bumper was a little bit different. It looked cleaner in my opinion, but yeah, basically same car for the last 20 years. Now to the current year, let me tell you what, this is kind of painful to say. It's just a WRX now. There's no STI. The STI got canned in 2021. That's the last time we had one, and that's in the previous generation. But we do have a WRX GT, which is pretty quick, pretty nice. I test drove a regular WRX, a new one, a 2023, and it's got some to it. It's still an FA, but it's a 2.4 DIT, and it's a little fugly. It's a little goofy looking, but overall, it's a step in the right direction, but also like 3 steps back because we got rid of the STI. So STI stands for Subaru Technica International, which was founded in '98, and it was basically the performance division of Subaru. So that's why Japan has more than just the WRX STI. They have the Forester STI, the Lavore STI. They got a lot of cool shit in Japan, man. All we got is just the WRX STI. No, not even that anymore, bro. We don't even got that no more. So let's say you want to get either a WRX or an STI and you're not sure which one to get. First off, it all depends on your budget. If you got a good amount of money to spend on just getting the vehicle, obviously go with the STI because it's got a better transmission, a better engine, and it's just more rare. So you got that. But if you want to go crazy on the mods, WRX will still go a long way. They're still very close in hand. You're just gonna have to do more upgrades to the WRX. So like I said, it all depends on your budget. They're both fantastic cars. So it's been your boy Impulse. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment on your thoughts and opinions on which one you think is better, the WRX or the STI. Do you hate the new generation STI, or I mean WRX? I don't know, man. You tell me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to drive safe because you're loved.